Hey guys, how's it going? um, so I'm probably gonna turn it around here, but we are just out for a drive, and so we thought we'd take you along with us. You're probably gonna have to do most of the commentary and stuff, but I'm gonna turn you around.
Okay, so we're
Might need to switch.
what?
Shift that way a little bit, like in the. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, all you gotta do is do that.
Look at the trees. They're starting to change colors a little bit.
So this is Pacific Avenue in Tacoma. You know, I've talked about the city's doing a high capacity transit corridor, and this is exactly the street that they're going to use it on. The bus you see right there is the 1, and it is the most used bus line in the city. And so it's going to replace that with a BRT system.
So yeah, Pacific Avenue is kind of the main thread through that runs north and south through the city. We call it Pac Ave. It's like sort of, well, and it's also, it's Highway 7 or State Road 7, Highway 7, I think. Just like up in Seattle, Aurora Avenue is also Highway 99. So they're state roads, but they're given local names.
This little area right here, I don't know if it has any official name, but it has so much potential as to what could happen. There's a lot of empty storefronts and businesses that
there's a little flag.
Be there.
It's just called the Pac Ave Business District.
Yeah.
This is actually how I get to work every day.
So you get 2 sweets.
So you'll get to see the view that I get to see. Not too long from now.
I don't know what what's his faces? Manhole covers.
So this intersection is 38th Street. Basically, if we were to go left here, that would take us out to like towards the mall, towards that area. And then if we go right, you'll be able to pick up. So yeah, so it's what, like 7 o'clock. So this is pretty much sunset time.
It depends on the time of year, though, because
Right.
there's times when that is not the case. So now we're approaching close to downtown. Over here on the left is where they're going to build the new 911 center. It used to be where the old hospital was, and they destroyed that. And then over here on the right is a huge amount of land, over almost 3 acres, where they could technically do a lot of rebuilding. And then, of course, right ahead is Commencement Bay. Of course, you can probably see the Glass Museum from here. She's going way too fast, but I can't really show you now. But you can kind of see it there. And then, of course, there is downtown. So pretty cool view.
There's the Tacoma Dome over there.
Yeah, they won't be able to see all that.
Oh.
And of course, over by the dome is where the LeMay Car Museum is as well. And so the light rail, the Tacoma Link, is actually what you will see down this street. So it actually turns from 25th, and actually it's right over there at one of the stops by this gas station. So I don't know if you can actually see it.
No.
You can't. But basically it runs from 25th all the way down through downtown, up by the convention center, all of that. You can see some of the cranes in the sky. There's two that you can see right here.
Right there. Which way do you want me to?
Are you going
go all the way?
Are you going to the? I don't know where you.
I'm gonna try to find, like, I don't know, just kind of drive around and through the stadium and maybe try to find 6th Ave.
Okay.
It's funny because I know this part of town, but I don't really know many other parts of town.
Okay, and the melting pot is right over here to the right, and then there's El Gaucho.
El Gaucho, it's a fancy steakhouse. So now we're starting, all of the buildings to the left is all University of Washington, Tacoma. So, that's all UW's campus.
And over here that you're seeing is basically the State Museum.
The courthouse and the Tacoma Art Museum is right up ahead.
Yep. The Art Museum is right there. And then, of course, over here is where they're putting up the new massive hotel. That's the convention center. And the Children's Museum is right over here, right where it says starts here. And it's this brick building right here to the right. Behind them is DeVita. I've talked about DeVita and them leaving the city. They will be vacating that entire building. And you can't really see it, but this is part of also downtown over there too. Apologize for the noise. Old Spaghetti Factory is over here to the left. Used to be a grocery store there. This building here is the Washington building, and they are replacing all of that. You can't see it, but it's a pretty decent sized building. And basically they're going to convert that into apartments. This area here is where you're going to see a lot of the bars and some of the night places here. The building in front with that's kind of like a tower, that's the old City Hall building, and that was a building that was supposed to be redeveloped, and then it fell through a few different times, and hopefully it's going to be redeveloped again. This is kind of where most of the little bars and clubs and things like that are now. course, Thai Pepper, which I haven't been in there, is over to the right, as well as Fireman Park. We went to Fireman Park once, and I think we did a video on that.
Maybe.
And you won't be able to see it because I didn't get to it. Well, yeah, she's actually heading this way. This building right in front is basically where McMenavins will go. It's the old Elks Lodge. They were actually in charge of actually trying to convert the City Hall building or what have you back there, and they didn't actually take the city up on that offer. The port is over to the right.
Bless you. I think this takes us up to the stadium district.
I think so. Of course, these are all apartment buildings here. Overlook Commencement Bay. So yeah, all of these buildings here are going to be apartments and condos, and they, like I said, they area. You can kind of see the topography is very hilly. I don't know if you can see it here. It might look kind of straight and flat, but it's
We're climbing.
Yeah, it's definitely hilly.
Yeah, that's Stadium High School.
Okay, now Stadium High School, which is where 10 Things I Hate About You was filmed, is right here. The building with the spires on top, over here to the right. And this is Stadium High School, that building there. And we are in the Stadium District. This building in front of us is one of the newer apartment buildings. You know, talk about Seattle having those blocky buildings, and that's
Salamoni's.
that is, yeah, it's Salamoni's. There's been a lot of news about them recently, and basically it's New York style pizza, so you can get pizza by the slice. The guy that runs that is from New York City, and he opened that long ago, so.
This is where you'll see a lot more people out and about, on foot and everything.
Right.
Too.
So this is still downtown.
Yeah, in the Stadium District. Coming up on the left-hand side, the lighter colored building is Stadium Thriftway, which is like kind of a niche kind of grocery store and little market. And also the Stadium Apartments up on the left-hand side. Those are one of the newer developments.
On the right-hand side.
Did I say?
Left-hand
side. I get my rights and lefts mixed up. But on the right-hand side are the Stadium Apartments. And they have like all kinds of amenities for your dogs. They host like free happy hours for their residents. Like crazy.
Yeah.
But nice.
So this is where a lot of your stores are. There's a Starbucks, Jimmy John's, Ryan House is over there, which is straight out of Seattle, and Supercuts.
So right ahead of us, a little off to the left, this is Wright Park. So you can see it was established in 1890. It's a huge, huge park and arboretum, and they also have a conservatory as well.
Yeah.
And like a splash park and playground and stuff for kids.
Yep.
That's actually one of the parks we haven't been to yet.
Nope.
To check out. Sorry. You can see gas is $3.45 here. How much is your gas where you live? I don't know if that's high or low or in the middle.
Hi, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
So as you can see up there, it says Stadium District Art, Wine, and Beer Walk is September the 8th, which that has already passed.
Yeah. This is 6th. I don't know how to get to 6th.
Then over to the left, I don't know what.
That's where all the hospitals are.
Oh yeah.
Tacoma General, Mary Bridge, the Children's Hospital.
Yeah. You can kind of see some of it here. Kaiser, I can't even say that.
Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah. I was mentioning this, basically the medical mile. So basically it starts over there and goes all the way down. Tacoma General's right over there too.
This is a Tacoma staple right over here, Frisco Freeze.
We just passed by.
They are cash only.
Yeah.
But they're a burger, fry, and shake place.
I think she does not get 6th. Well, this is 4th that we're on now. 4th and Division. So keep going up Division. And 6th should be up here, possibly by the light,
well,
I believe.
6th would be running. It's over that way, I think.
See, this is 5th, right here, because it's gonna run. Because Division runs weird, so it throws you off.
So we run into 6th.
Yeah, you run right into 6th.
Okay. Yeah, I don't drive much on this side of town.
Well, I don't know it either, but I kind of just have a general. So this is 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mom, remember, when it's Christmas, wear your Santa earrings.
Okay. Over here is Jason Lee Middle School.
I don't think they really care about that. Right? So this is 6th Avenue, which is pretty much kind of the
happening.
Yeah, it's similar to Ballard. I guess it's our version of Ballard, just scaled down quite a bit. See Bluebird, which I haven't been in there yet. Bluebeard, is it Bluebeard?
Bluebeard.
Bluebeard, I haven't been in there
Bluebird,
yet.
I think, is in Seattle.
Yeah. This is where all of your bars and clubs and
restaurants.
Yeah.
There's not too far up here on the left is Legendary Donuts. I think it's actually right there. And yeah, they're pretty bomb. Yeah, so this is 6th Ave. Oh, people have been asking about dispensaries. So you can see right there on the corner with the green arrow, that's a dispensary.
Yep.
I mean, they're all over the place. I've never seen one that has like windows open like that though, honestly.
Yeah, so you can actually see in there.
They have all the stuff in jars on
Tins and jars.
Yeah. So lots of bars and pubs and cafes.
There's Jazz Bones right here to the right, which is pretty popular. Pretty popular hangout spot. Haven't been yet.
Fish.
Yep. Now this area here is going to be tore down where you see this Tapper Sushi. Basically they're going to put another blocky building there that's a mid-rise, and the retail space below will actually have the sushi place come back because the sushi place is pretty popular. So that's going to actually have apartments relatively soon. So again, slowly but surely, streets like this get transformed because they find places like this to the right, and then they tear it down, and then they build a blocky building and put the retail in.
Development.
Yeah. Forelli's Pizza is over to the left, which is actually a pretty decent pizza place. They're all over.
Yeah.
So this is 6th Avenue. Now we're basically coming out of a lot of the popular places. You're not going to see a lot of stuff in this area. You may find a few, but it's not like it was back in the other areas that we were in. Surprising this lumber store is here.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll last much longer.
Maybe they'll hold out.
Another sushi place to the right. And then home. So that's basically 6th Avenue. Like you got all your retail and business right there. And then you go into residential.
Where do you want me to turn up here?
Sure. No, he sprung this one on me. I was at home chilling. She's like, hey, she was gonna go and get food, and then she was like, just come with me. So I'm like, well, all right then. So I have no idea where we're going, but I can kind of illustrate as to what's going on.
We're still gonna get food. I just don't know where.
I told her about that pizza place. So this, I have no idea
I
where
think
we are.
well, we're heading into like North Tacoma, so I'm not sure what's Ruston, what's Old Town, what's North Tacoma. It all kind of merges together for me. I'm sure folks that are local will chime in eventually.
Yeah.
Jefferson Elementary, yeah. Don't know. What street are we on? On Stevens?
We are on Stevens. Hi, Miji. Cool,
Hey,
Ricky.
Misty. Hey, Ricky. Just on a Thursday drive. And to get everybody out of the house for a little bit. Yes, Tacoma. We're somewhere on the north end. It's okay if she is. Yeah, so this is just all residential.
Yeah.
Gonna try to find like Old Town, Ruston, Proctor.
See, they have trees planted on their thing. They have a pretty wide.
Oh, they have a wide
Watch out.
berm.
Are you near Fort Lewis? Lived there as a kid. As a child,
No.
kindergarten to 2nd grade.
No, Fort Lewis is south. South of Tacoma. That can be another video though. Little wiener dogs.
Okay, I'm gonna find a map
lived on base, I can remember the YMCA. Oh, that's cool. Okay. No, we're gonna go this way. Why not? Look at that little house. It's just like...
Yeah. It's a skinny house.
Yeah. Townhome, I guess.
Okay, so now we're basically...
Are we just all residential right now?
Yeah, but I mean, eventually, if you head up this street and then turn onto 46th Street, once you go north, well, it'll go automatically 46th Street. And then if you turn right onto Ferdinand.
Okay. Ooh,
then,
we're about to approach the water.
Yeah, then you'll be right there in Ruston. So basically, she took you the back way to Ruston.
Okay, so there were some questions. What time is it? It is 7:28, so basically 7:30. And yes, the grass is very green and lush.
It's close to bedtime.
Wow, look at that.
It's close to bedtime.
It is close to bedtime. So, Commencement Bay.
Okay, so this should be 46. Keep going.
Verde. That's a dead end.
Yeah. So you want to turn on Ferdinand.
Cheyenne.
We got a little bit. But it should be the next 2 streets.
Go. Is this it?
Nope.
Is it?
Nope.
Yes, it was.
Oh, was it? Whoops. You're going so fast, I can't
I'm
tell.
not going that fast. I'm
Right.
like going 25.
I would turn around. Just make sure you don't hit the lady. Okay.
Let's see if we can connect.
You can. You can go down at this
Oh,
sign
there's a kitty cat.
and turn to the right, and then you'll run right into it. Maybe. Or I don't know if you can. No, you can't. That's me.
Okay. We're here. Okay. See, isn't this fun? Tis an adventure. Hey.
And of course, this will lead you all the way, of course. You just follow.
Okay. That house wasn't there. It's like you no signal.
Yeah, it's going in and out.
Where
We're going down by the shore, so it's
my
going
ears
to
popped.
happen.
This way here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on Ruston Way, so you can see all the new development going up. Condos, townhomes, apartments.
I think a mix of
All the
apartments.
above?
We haven't seen this yellow building. It's brand new for us since we've been out here. The last time we were out here with friends.
Oh, I should have
Yeah.
turned in
You can
there. I can still get
down
in,
here.
yeah.
So, and then you can see kind of in the front as well.
So yeah, this is like a little, I don't know, shopping center and stuff. There's restaurants.
I have an urgent care now.
Yeah, there's all kinds of amenities. And restaurants. There's a movie theater. Can I go on
The theater's this way.
Oh no, I have to turn.
Yeah, you have.
We've been to a movie theater.
What's doing?
Yeah, so Wildfin, Salon. We're just gonna roll around in the little
Give you
loop-de-loop.
guys a little bit of a view. Well, you won't be able to see it.
Little boutiques. All the buildings look so modern. In this area, yeah, because this stuff didn't exist, what, 5 years ago?
Yeah. So this is kind of the trendy spot. So a lot of times people obviously want to move here, but I think that most of the apartments and whatnot are all sold out. And what's it called? Townhomes and stuff are all sold out. That's the theater right next to us on the left.
There's stores and salons,
Tickle
restaurants.
Pink. So it's basically a mall,
Like
outdoor
an
mall.
outdoor.
To town. This is hoity-toity if you want to go to a hoity-toity place. Can you go a little bit slower? Yeah, because it's hard to turn the thing.
Yes, this is Point Ruston.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't know there was an Anthem here.
Yeah.
Anthem's a local coffee shop.
Yeah. So all of what's in front of us is new construction. They just now started this stuff, so they're adding on to this area. So again, if you're able to afford it, this would be one of the places that you could possibly move into. And they also have multifamily units, so
I'm gonna head back that way.
sure.
Where's that Old Town?
No, Old Town's not that way. It's over, I think.
Okay.
Ah!
She doesn't know what you're singing.
Oh, excuse me. Rude. Yeah, so now you can start to see the lights on.
Yeah, that over there, you can barely see the lights on it, but basically a cruise, little small dinner boat, I guess.
Yeah, Zeta's like, they got some nerve.
Probably see the water that way, I guess.
There's a sailboat out there.
Yep. Now, you see the people walking. This is basically the path. There's a video that will come out soon that talks about how the city's becoming more of a walkable city. You can technically walk all the way from Point Ruston all the way to downtown. And this is basically going along the waterfront.
So you'll see a lot of walkers, runners, strollers, all of that.
Joggers.
You can also kayak out here too.
Yep.
And paddleboard.
Yep. There's an area up here too where there's a small pier and you can fish.
Oh yeah.
That was not the same pier that you saw us in a recent video. It's a different one. This is so let's see, I think is the Ram out here?
The Ram is out here.
Yeah, so the Ram is out here. That is a hotel, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Somebody's private residence.
Probably.
There's a log group right there.
Yeah.
Lobster shop. I don't think I've ever noticed that building before.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, of course, over to the right, you can't see it, but there's houses that are up along the hillside here that look out over the bay.
Yeah, the pier's coming up to the left.
You might not be able to really see it, but that wooden thing, I guess, that's kind of flat to the water, that's the pier. You'll find a lot of people that go out there and fish. More restaurants and things like that. Public bathroom right there.
I think this is Duke's Chowder House?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Ram.
Yep, the Ram is right.
Or no, that's is that Shenanigans?
Where's that?
No, Katie Downs.
Katie Downs Tavern and Eatery.
Shenanigans is up here, and then the Ram is up there.
Yeah. So there's a few places to go, obviously.
That's how you get to Old Town.
Yeah, that is how you get to Old Town. Shenanigans is this building right here. That's green.
Shenanigans.
And then after that is the Ram.
One of these, somewhere along here too, you can go parasailing.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to give it a thumbs up on this video if you like it. Harbor Lights, I don't know what that is.
It's a seafood place.
You missed it. Then, of course, the port. If I can zoom in a little bit. Whoops. Don't want to make you guys dizzy, sorry. The port is over here to the left. All those little lights that you see, that's the port.
Ugh, sorry, it's bumpy.
Yeah.
I think there's a comet after that one.
I don't think so. No. Hi, Chili Beans. And this is the, what's it called? Silver Cloud. So this building is a hotel. It's called Silver Cloud, and basically they're building another one back over there at Point Ruston. So you can kind of see some of the buildings over on this side too.
Do you know, are they leaving both open?
Yeah, I think they are leaving both of them open. And of course, if you stay on this, obviously it takes you all the way into downtown, like directly into downtown. There's a section that we have that reminds me of a mini.
Or do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, because I mean, that's just going to be houses. There's a section up here that reminds me of Seattle a little bit. Seattle has the viaduct where you basically are on this double-decker bridge that goes through the city. And we don't have that as much here. There's a small little section, though, that kind of is similar to that. Then, of course, over here are old Navy ships that are just hanging out. That's been there. You can see that there's two of them.
Yeah, do you know what the purpose of it is?
I don't know. Not sure. But they're right over there. You can see them. And then, of course, again, the port is right over there.
Kind of reminds me of driving right before you get into downtown Seattle on 99, after you've gone over the Aurora Bridge and the zoo and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. big giant tower thing is a grain silo. So ships come in with a bunch of grain. I don't know if I guess it's food for animals maybe. And so either it's shipped in or shipped out or both from here. So this is probably a better view of the wharf. Not the wharf, but the port. Yeah, they are a little tired, so they're chilling out back there.
Oh, did you want me to go on the little? Because I think it's that way.
I just don't want you getting hit.
Sorry.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's up here.
Oh. Well, I have to turn.
It's okay. I don't want you to get hit. You go where the van is going is basically where it's kind of like
It
you can kind of see it.
bypasses.
Yeah, it's basically a bridge on top of another bridge, and it's pretty cool. Now we're back where we started from. The town hall building is right over here to the right, and this is downtown.
Yep. So we basically took you on a little loop.
Yep. So again, this is where all of the, as I mentioned, a lot of the cool little night spots are. There's not a lot of them, mostly bars.
Do you know how to get to Hilltop from here? If I go up. Oh, I'll go up because this is where the theaters are.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. So Pantages, this is the theater district right here. So all of the flashing lights and neon lights and stuff, this is where Pantages and Rialto are. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, the tracks.
Yeah, that was the light rail tracks. So this is where all the theaters and things like that are.
We are really going up.
Yeah, so it's steep hills. Very, very steep. Once she stops, then I will see what's my set. I don't want to. Everybody is woke now. Yep.
Oh, so fun fact, the McDonald's over there actually has, I don't know where, I think it's in the restaurant, but it actually has a Chihuly statue.
Isn't that right there in the atrium?
I don't know if that's it or if it's something else. This is where like our city government buildings are.
Yep.
I need to go up one more, right?
I think.
And it's raining.
The crane you see in front, I believe, is where they're, I did this video about the Vietnamese company that's actually going to build an apartment building here. I think that is exactly where it's being built.
Good.
Thank you, chili beans.
I need new windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Is this it? Yakima?
I guess so.
Sorry guys, we need new windshield wipers, so it's going to be a little blurry.
Yep. You live in Parkland. Cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Just south.
Yep.
My ear itches.
That's what turn, because otherwise they won't be able to see anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Hilltop's that further up because of the hospital. But is this the hardest the rain falls daily? Well, it's been throwing down. We had an actual bona fide thunderstorm yesterday.
Yep. But generally, yes, this is kind of similar to what you can expect.
Yeah. Or even softer than this.
Then you can't really see it, but over to the right is a bunch of trendier apartments and houses and things like that that they've built. They're very close together. Some of them are townhomes.
I think there are other comments.
Where are you traveling now? I haven't seen any of this. Which is up and over from this. And then the train, once we leave from wherever she's going, then I will show you how to get on the train to get to Seattle.
Where are you traveling now? So this is all right around downtown Tacoma. 19th, yeah. So should I take them down past Freight House Square?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Bless
guys. I'm still a little sick.
Yeah, so whatchamacallit, Hilltop will be another video.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be trying to go up the hills in this. Because this is just enough rain to make the oil come up off the surface of the road and make it even worse. I know, I'm a baby.
That's really helping me. Patreon. Yes, Keith Rigg, there was, what about it? We do have a Patreon set up. But this is not on Patreon.
At least I'm going down the hill and not up the hill.
Yeah, and they'll get a good shot of the Tacoma Dome. Yeah, so basically, Keith Rigg, there was, we did a live stream and folks were asking about how they could support us. And I told them you can do super chats when we do live streams if you want to. And then they were mentioning Patreon because I did videos talking about how YouTube will basically demonetize videos if there are certain words that their algorithms catch for whatever reason. And so those videos will generally, especially for us, they will never get monetized because it takes quite a bit of views before YouTube will look at it by hand. So they were talking about having Patreon, and so we decided to set one up. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but eventually you'll see the Tacoma Dome. Now we're heading down Tacoma Tacoma Dome is going to be on the right. And you can see the round, domey building.
Oh, this is the perfect street. This is the street that I needed.
Yeah. So, if you're wanting to get to the Sounder, basically what you would have to do is get downtown, obviously. And...
Oh, but I want to be one street over, right? No.
No?
No, this is right. Okay.
Yeah. And then basically you're going to go to Freight House Square.
So, but from Parkland, there are other stations. You don't have to come all the way downtown.
Yeah, you don't
Tacoma.
have to.
So from Parkland, you could probably get on the Lakewood station.
Yeah, there's one in Lakewood.
The South Tacoma station.
Yeah. So you don't have to come all the way down here to do that. This is a light rail stop over here to the right. Let's get this water out of the way. Okay. This is another area that is going to experience a lot of growth. There's a lot of projects that are slated to happen down here. A lot of apartment projects. So Freight House Square is right here, and this is where the Sounder Station, this is part of the Sounder Station. This is where you can get the Tacoma Link, which is right over here. This is where you park for free, the parking garage.
This is also Amtrak station.
Amtrak is over here as well. Whenever they build the light rail connecting Seattle, this is where you would get on as well. Area. Right over here to the left is where the large bus hub is. It's on the other side.
Yeah, I'll take them down.
So pretty much this is where you connect to everything. So from the streetcar, if you live downtown, it will directly take you to this, no matter what. This is the new trestle bridge they built to expand Sounder Station. Oh, it's a hard turn. Ellie drives really fast. So right over here is the bus station, and of course when she turns
it'll be on your left.
Yeah.
This is where I used to, when I was still commuting up to Seattle, this is where I would park and get my bus.
Yeah. So right over here is all of the bus stops for the bus station.
And also the Greyhound is right up here.
Yeah, and then you can also get Greyhound from here as well.
So this is really everything.
Yeah. And along this street is where they're going to put the apartment buildings. Thank you. I'm glad you love it.
Sorry. It's where the Mariners used to play. I don't know what that
I think she's asleep.
Okay, I will do that. Thanks. Love this. Cool.
And so then this will take you directly back out to the main part of the area, which is Pacific Avenue. So we just kind of did a loop.
This is Pacific, yeah.
Yeah, it's Pacific.
There's another dispensary right there.
Yeah. So they're literally all over the place. So they would go over the tracks, which is the light rail, and we're back on Pacific Avenue. So generally it is pretty simple. A lot of folks who work downtown, they take the interstate, which is right up here, depending upon if you need to go north or south, but also right in downtown too. There's another place you can go that will also obviously take you onto the interstate. I don't know what that is.
Trash bag. There, got the turn. Okay, so now
This area here is known for a lot of hangouts, meaning that people don't have a home. I can't say it. That's where a lot of them, unfortunately, have been hanging out.
The rescue mission is right up here.
Right.
So we're on South Tacoma Way now. Yeah, so the rescue mission is right there.
Yeah.
South Tacoma Way, heading out of the city, definitely towards more, I guess, industrial and commercial stuff. Sorry, I don't know how much you guys can see now because of the rain and the lights and the dark. So above us, like up there, is the interstate. Yeah, this is all like commercial industry kind of stuff.
So as you can see up above, all of the highways and freeways that connect all through the city. It's pretty well laid out, and this above us is another part of that. It's just all over the place. So really here the road system, I think, is by far better in terms of the highways than what Seattle has.
Here's where the school buses go to hang out. It's detention for the buses. This is basically like little shortcuts that I'm taking you on now. Because the end goal here, folks, is we're going to Chick-fil-A for dinner.
Yeah, I'm like...
So we're basically, this is like a frontage road. We're basically running right alongside I-5 right now.
Yeah, I-5 is over there.
Where all the car dealerships and stuff, well, not all of them, a lot of them are further on South Tacoma Way. So if I would have continued on that road, you would have seen a lot more of the dealerships. This is totally like backwoods shortcuts. Right over to the right is our Costco. Heyo.
Okay, so now we're basically in the mall area of the city. We only have, in Tacoma, we only have basically one actual enclosed mall. Other than that, we have a lot of shopping centers, like strip malls. We have the Point Ruston area, which has, obviously what you saw. And then downtown, they're wanting to build something like an outdoorsy mall too, similar to what you have in Point Ruston.
So, remember how early on in the video I said about 38th Street? And if we stayed on it, or if we turned, we would get to the mall. Well, this is 38th Street. Pass by a neighborhood and let us see. Well, we were in some neighborhoods already. Now it's, I think, too dark. How far are you from I-5? We're literally like 2 minutes away.
Not even that. Basically, you could throw a rock and hit it. And yes, I did hear about Bezos and the $2 billion to fight homelessness nationwide, which is pretty good. I think that he did that out of pressure.
Here's the magical land.
Oh, the door, honey. That's why.
They'll shut it.
Okay.
How far are you from Walmart? I don't know, like 2 or 3 miles. No outlets. The outlets are a ways out. There's not any like right super close. There's Auburn, and then there's what, Centralia?
Something like that.
Should we end it, or should we?
Yeah. So anyhow, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this video that we actually did for you. You guys wanted a video of us driving around, so we did that. Anyhow, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You see us, I'm kind of red now. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video of going throughout the city. It's not that big. I mean, it's kind of big, but it's not that big. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And until next time, also check out the Patreon. And until next time,
bye guys.
I will see you.
See ya.
Take care.
Back.